So let's rewind to 2020. Remember when Diddy made this big announcement about adopting a girl named Ava Baroni? It was all over social media and everyone was praising him for being such a stand-up guy. But honey, if we only knew then what we know now. Fast forward to today and Ava has practically vanished into thin air. It's like she appeared for a hot minute and then poof, gone. And with all the wild allegations coming out about Diddy lately, people are starting to ask some serious questions about what really happened to Ava. Now, before we dive deeper, let me remind you that we're dealing with allegations and rumors here. Nothing's been proven in court yet, so take everything with a grain of salt. But girl, the streets are talking, and what they're saying is not pretty. Let's break it down. Back in 2020, nobody really batted an eye when Diddy randomly adopted a girl. Sure, there was already some tea brewing about Diddy being on a DL and allegedly getting frisky with some male rappers in the industry. But hey, we all thought whatever goes on in his bedroom is his business, right? Oh, how naive we were. Fast forward to Cassie dropping that bombshell lawsuit, and suddenly we're all seeing Diddy in a whole new light. It's like she yanked off his mask and showed us the real monster hiding underneath. And then Lil Rod came through with his own set of allegations, talking about how Diddy not only tried to assault him, but also passed him around to other men like some kind of party favor. But wait, it gets worse. Lil Rod claimed that Diddy was partying with young girls in his studio, bringing them in by the busload. And then one of Diddy's neighbors dropped this shocking tea.
Yeah, tell him stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. He be like, big buses. You just see all type of about. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild.
I don't know about you, but that sent chills down my spine. And just when we thought things couldn't get any crazier, Homeland Security came through with a full-scale raid on Diddy's LA and Miami homes over trafficking allegations. That's when we knew this wasn't just your average celebrity scandal anymore. Of course, Diddy's lawyers were quick to fire back, calling it a witch hunt and claiming the feds were just trying to damage his reputation. But honey, when the feds come knocking with a full-scale raid, you know they found something juicy. A federal officer even clapped back at Diddy's lawyers saying, "We believe that there is a disturbing history of we are responding to concrete, detailed, explicit allegations. This is not random. We didn't choose his name out of a hat. We had allegations that we are following up on." Things have only gotten messier since then. Diddy's now in federal custody and even offering up $50 million in bail and putting up his and his mama's houses as collateral wasn't enough to get him out. That should tell you just how serious this situation is. Now, here's where Ava comes back into the picture. The streets are whispering that the feds might have uncovered something about her in their investigation, and it's not looking good. People are starting to wonder if Ava was just another one of Diddy's victims. Let's go back to that 2020 Instagram Live where Diddy introduced Ava to the world. At the time, it seemed like such a heartwarming moment. But looking back now, there are so many red flags. For one, Diddy compared his adoption experience to Madonna's, which should have set off alarm bells right away. In case you didn't know, Madonna's adoptions have been super controversial. Last year, the Ethiopian World Federation even accused her of human trafficking and exploiting children. They claimed she misled parents into giving up their kids by promising them education in the US, only to adopt them instead. Yikes! Another weird thing about that Instagram Live, Diddy only featured his sons, not his daughters. Ava was around the same age as his girls and even talked about how excited she was to play with them. So why weren't they there? And did anyone else notice how uncomfortable Ava seemed in that video? But here's the really concerning part. After that video, Ava basically disappeared. She was spotted a few times with Diddy's twins, Jesse and Delilah, but then nothing. No family photos, no videos, nada. It's like she vanished into thin air. Now, with all these shocking allegations about Diddy mistreating women, fans can't help but wonder if something shady happened to Ava. It's turning into a real-life mystery, and everyone's trying to figure out what's really going on behind the scenes. To add fuel to the fire, Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal stepped up and spilled some serious tea. While he didn't come right out and say it, he dropped some heavy hints about Diddy's true nature.
It's craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bruh, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. It's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got charges and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN, is keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out.
Y'all, things are not looking good for Ava right now. The streets are saying that she didn't escape from Diddy without a few scars, and it looks like something bad might have happened to her. Now, I'm not saying Diddy assaulted her or anything like that, but word on the street is that she could have been exposed to Diddy's violent side. Honestly, given how many women the feds have alleged that Diddy hurt, it wouldn't be surprising if Ava saw some things go down. This whole situation is like a nightmare come to life, and can we talk about how uncomfortable that adoption video was? Diddy put his white adopted daughter on the spot to tell her adoption story, and she clearly wasn't feeling it. Meanwhile, Diddy and his fam were just laughing and flaunting her like she was some kind of trophy. It's giving major creep vibes. One fan pointed out, did anyone else feel uncomfortable by the fact that Diddy made it a point to put his white adopted daughter on the spot to tell her adoption story? She clearly was uncomfortable with the whole situation, and Diddy and his fam were just laughing and flaunting her like an object. Another person said, I adopted you just like Madonna. Well, Mr. Combs, Madonna is being investigated for child trafficking and banned from other countries. There is so much wrong with the video. It's chilling. Sick people. Y'all, this whole Diddy situation seems a lot deeper and darker than I think any of us realized at first. It's a mess, and it's heartbreaking to think about what Ava and other potential victims might have gone through. Now, I want to remind everyone that these are still allegations at this point. Nothing has been proven in court yet, but the sheer volume of accusations and the seriousness of the federal investigation are definitely cause for concern. It's also important to remember that behind all this gossip and drama, there are real people involved. If these allegations are true, we're talking about serious trauma and abuse. It's not just entertainment, it's people's lives. So what do y'all think about all this? Do you think there's more to the story with Ava? Are you surprised by how deep this Diddy scandal seems to go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, but remember to keep it respectful. We're dealing with some heavy stuff here. And hey, if any of this content has been triggering or upsetting for you, please don't hesitate to reach out for help. There are resources available if you or someone you know has experienced abuse or trafficking. That's all for now, besties. Remember to hit that subscribe button for more piping hot tea and check out my next video for more celebrity drama. Until next time, this is your girl Sophie Scoop reminding you to stay safe, stay informed, and always keep it real. Bye. Keep it real.